I'm Kitty.
And I'm Max.
And this is Dango Duo. Welcome to another episode
of Magical Girl Racing Keikaku.
And this is why we don't sing professionally.
I mean, I didn't know we were gonna start singing, but I figured that, you know, I'll just throw it in there.
Yep.
You know? One day more.
No, this is the reason.
2 days more. 2 episodes more.
2 episodes more.
Tonight.
Actually, although. I was looking on the, how many episodes is this gonna be? There's a question mark.
I thought it was on the wiki page it had 12.
Maybe.
So you're saying there's an entire probability that this will go forward into winter or spring anime season?
It's possible, although...
We had some comments of people saying that a particular commenter said that the second arc of the novels was their favorite one. And considering the elements that happen on this episode and where the series appears to be going, I can definitely feel that we're not going to have full closure.
Yeah.
So there could possibly be season 2 / just continuation.
An OVA or something or another.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be hilarious if this just goes on for 200 episodes?
It won't, but...
it's not shonen, so I guess you're right.
Yeah. Magical.
So,
although magical girl genres tend to run on forever too.
What, Kitty? Precure is exactly 12 episodes. What are you talking about?
Sure.
I've never seen any Precure, so that just felt like a thing a fan would say. There's only one good season.
Yeah, and no, every season has at least 25, if not 50 episodes.
Damn. Well, thankfully, Magical Girl Racing Project so far is only 10 episodes, and the reason why, at least, I was 2 episodes more.
Is that in theory?
We
have 2 or 3.
2 or 3 episodes left, and if you have been watching a reaction series and you're new, if for some reason you have felt inspired to click on episode 10, description down below, go to the playlist and start, because we're not even going to give you a summary today. We're not giving out our bunts.
Yep.
I'm not giving out my bunts today, kids. Bonuses, minuses, that's what I meant to say.
Yes. Just go watch this shit.
Just go watch it. Link in the description down below. Go watch it on Crunchyroll. It's free to watch now. We're going to jump straight into the spoiler zone. There's literally no way to jump around the things that happen in this episode.
And there's no way to jump around what has happened before.
Yeah, and the way we feel about it.
Yep.
So, once again, welcome to the Magical Girl Racing Keikaku book club, anime club. We hope that you did your homework because the spoiler zone starts in 3,
2,
1.
Spoilers. Hardgore Alice. We were so naive. We thought it was the bun.
This is one of those instances where I almost feel bad that I called it.
Right.
Because remember a few episodes back, I was like, wouldn't it be funny? If you want to kill somebody, just find who they are in real life and murder them.
Yeah.
That's the easiest thing. And I have my notes here. It's literally from the beginning, I'm like, that's the girl White Snow helped in Snow White, sorry. Helped in the earlier episodes. I recognize her. Yeah, the little pigtails.
Tiny piggy tails.
And I'm like, that's HGA. That's HGA.
Yeah.
And my next note is, no, don't bond. Oh no.
Yeah.
Because remember the key. If you ever find yourself in a story, never bond with anybody.
Especially someone who looks like a main character.
Especially if they have pink hair, run away from them. Be mean to them, and you will at least last until halfway through the season.
Yeah.
Kitty.
I really liked Hardgore Alice's backstory though, and I liked that she was actually a kid.
Yeah,
legit.
The first kid who's actually a kid and not a fucking psycho like Swim.
Yeah.
So, in case you're wondering, we're going to be jumping around the points, maybe a little bit back and forth. We're going to talk about all the Alice stuff, or are we going to...
Pretty much.
Actually, you know what? Because Kitty wrote our schedule for today, is actually in order.
Pretty much. From what I remembered.
This was not... I like the way that you phrased it, because I actually do like Hardgore Alice's backstory.
Yeah.
For the reason that it feels very real.
Yeah.
Because it's not just the dad is a demon and a terrible person, and it's he's clearly the one who murdered his wife, and there's no objective, I'm being facetious here, but it's completely true, no room for
error.
And in this case, he didn't come off as
he doesn't come off as an asshole or super mean.
Yeah, I killed your mom, ha 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 ha.
Lol.
And we have seen storylines like this, especially with Ripple, where the school thing where the other kids hate you for
literally
your family.
I was like, is that the same school Ripple went to? Because those kids are being extra
kids are
shitty
assholes,
right? I was like, those are some shit kids.
Did you literally write on the whiteboard like murderer dad or something?
Yeah, like murderer's daughter. That's fucked up.
Oh yeah, because it was like she was on cleaning duty.
Yeah.
Oof.
But I really like. I was very.
I like it. I like
into her.
I like the
her
idea
story.
that even the dad was like, please just stop coming to look at me, to check in on me, and
it's like hard to tell if that was because like he was like, you know, a horrible person, or if he was trying to protect her.
Yeah.
But it seemed more like he was trying to protect her.
I felt that it was of two different ways. It could have been like he felt sorry.
Yeah.
It was like
he was so ashamed of his actions.
He felt so ashamed, but also it could have also been like please, you know, or he couldn't handle it himself anymore.
Yeah. Or
like,
you know, don't associate with me because it's only going to cause you problems.
Exactly.
And I like that the aunt and the uncle were so nice.
They were nice.
I know, they weren't like, ew, you were the murderer's daughter.
It's like, yeah, we can get your cell phone, kid. It's fine.
You're in middle school now. You gotta connect with your friends. I was like, no, she just wants to play idol game or magical girl games.
I'm sorry, aunt.
She
called her Obasa.
Obasa.
Which is what you would say like grandma.
It could also mean aunt.
Yeah, or just like older, lovely lady.
Yeah. Aw. Hardgore Alice.
It was one of those things where. Did you notice how cramped her little room was?
I know.
It was like a little it was a closet.
Yeah, because like they probably took her in and just were like, I don't know, shit. What's the biggest closet we have? We don't have another room.
There's a couple. Can we just talk about what she said regarding Snow White already?
Yeah.
Was she gay? Was she gay?
That's pretty gay.
What was pretty gay, right?
I think literally
because she was like black and white.
They would
look
really
together.
good together.
And I'm like,
I really wrote, damn, that's gay.
I'm like, HGA is gay? Question mark.
Yeah. I was like, that's pretty gay. Or also, she looked up to her too, because she helped her in her time of need.
Yeah, exactly. I fucking called it.
Yeah, and she like saved her from like, because she wanted to. She had her will. This little like 10-year-old girl had her will.
Are you sure it wasn't her dad's will?
No, I'm
sure.
You know what? Because she brought it up.
That was I didn't internalize it until like now. That was smart. You're right.
And Snow White saved her. Oh God.
Aww.
God, I'm dying.
Are we? So Snow White hangs out with Hardgore Alice at the beach.
Friends, or more than friends. Because it seems like at the moment I'm like, that's pretty gay.
That was pretty. I mean, I don't know if Snow White was feeling it, but HGA was definitely feeling it.
That's for sure.
She was like, are we a thing now?
Not
I really,
call
but
you
still.
My girl?
Can I call you my girl?
My girl.
Can I change my status on Magical Girl Facebook?
But then we get to my big negative for this episode, and it actually has a negative. So
yeah,
this was one of the past few episodes have been nitpicks. This one's like, dude, come on, did we have to do it like this?
Did we have to do the anime thing?
Did we have to do even the rom-com thing?
Yeah,
too, where
you're right. You're. So Kitty, let's stop beating around the bush. What happened, Kitty?
So Fav announces that 5 magical girls have dropped out this week.
just so happens that that's the way it was, huh? Just
you know, so many dropping outs. And then Snow White gets very angry
upset.
And upset at the world. And it's like, there's no more magical girls left because it was you know, Sister Nana in winter prison and
who are like the
Lapucelle.
best in her eyes.
Yeah.
And the whole time HGA is like, no. Like there's no magical girls left in the world,
like,
Kitty.
No.
You're fucking wrong.
Yeah.
There's one right here.
Yeah, she doesn't say that.
She doesn't. Wouldn't it be great if she did? Instead, what does White Snow say, Kitty? Snow White, excuse me.
Says, leave me alone, and runs away. Which feels so contrived.
She does that. Literally in my notes, I'm like, gee, calm the fuck down, Snow White.
Yeah.
Oh, but I was like, now you killed HGA.
Yeah.
You killed her.
Yeah.
You literally killed her.
I said, that feels a little forced. Because, like, she's never lashed out at that. And like, when everybody else died, she was just really upset and crying.
I didn't write it as well, but it was like, wow, like, why are you showing so much emotion suddenly?
Yeah,
Because honestly, I feel like we've come to the point now where, like, we're 10 episodes in, and she hasn't really changed or done anything. As a protagonist, she was really more of our entry point, and the other magical girls became more interesting. At least that's how I feel.
Yeah.
And now, like, and I have to agree with you, and it's hard to externalize it, but it felt forced, and it didn't feel forced for a plot point. It felt forced because this is how stories like this are supposed to go.
Yeah, the two fight, and then something dangerous happens.
No, there are no magical girls. I'm not gonna listen to you, even though I've actually listened to everyone who had a chance to talk with me. And even though 5 minutes ago I was like, you turned out to be really alright.
Right, I misjudged you.
And then she's like, no,
I don't like you anymore.
Pushes her.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Oh no, and then she throws the rabbit foot at her, and I'm like, what the fuck?
This is bullshit.
I wonder. I have to wonder if either A, there's a thing in which in the book it was better well set up, or this wasn't in the book and they had to put it here because there was no other way to transition things. Even though my complaint is that it would have still made more sense had they not broken up.
Yeah, no, it would have been fine.
Had they even been like, yeah, no, we'll be friends forever.
Friends forever, and we can can be the magical girls that the city needs.
That would have been way more stronger. It wouldn't have felt forced, and things could have still
escalated to the point that they did.
The way that they did.
Yeah.
So I agree with Kitty.
This is stupid.
Is this the low point of the series?
Yeah.
This is the one point in which I'm like, that's dumb.
Literally, my twoest low points were the fan service at the beginning that we didn't need, and this.
And I even turned around on Calamity Mary, where her design was stupid.
Yeah, but it kind of makes sense.
It made sense for her.
Yeah.
Ripples doesn't make sense for herself,
stupid,
except she just wants to express her sexuality, which that's fine.
That's cool.
But we've come around on a bunch of things, and even the fan service got turned around in the Ripple episode.
Exactly.
So this here feels like a really low point.
It feels like a red flag. You're like, what is this?
I have to agree that this episode didn't hit us hard overall.
And I don't think it was. I mean, the Hardgore Alice thing hit me really hard because she's like this little kid, and she had something to look up to, had Snow White to look up to. That hit me, but the rest of the episode is kind of like meh. All right.
I feel,
and part of it was meant to do that, but some of it was not.
Yeah, and I think it's hard to follow up on the last two episodes as well.
Yeah, the last two episodes we needed a slightly decrease in all the drama.
Yeah, no, I feel like part of me, I was expecting Madoka episode 10, because Madoka episode 10 is the strongest one of that whole series.
Yeah,
and I will stand by that. But I think
until the day I die,
it is really especially. Good. For me, because you know the sort of stories that I like, especially that type of story. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who wants to check it out, but doing that spin on that series just completely did it for me. That's the point, because Kitty recommended Madoka, and I was like, episode 3 was really good and shocking, but then there's a desert of 7 episodes. It's
interesting, but it's not
but it's not
engaging.
Riveting. And then episode 10 happens, and then it was a thing where I watched episode 9 and I was like, I guess I'll watch one more. After episode 10, you have to watch the whole series. You can't stop. You can't stop.
No,
you can't stop.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
I was hoping maybe we'll get there because there's 2 episodes left. Where's the escalation?
2 or 3 could be a 13 episode.
2 or 3.
But still, yeah.
So I was
this one is kind of
but there wasn't
downcline.
And there was actually a reason why I wasn't struck by HGA's death. But I think it's time for us to talk about that now.
Yep.
Fuck Swim Swim.
God damn it, Swim Swim.
God
damn it.
It feels bad that I called it. It wasn't satisfying. They just killed her outright.
I know. I was expecting. I was like, she's gonna get the pendant, and then she'll transform and then heal her wounds.
I was wondering if there was a spin because she says I can't focus.
Yeah,
she was trying to do something.
She was trying to turn into a magical.
The rabbit foot did fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what is that rabbit foot supposed to do? And it didn't do anything. And the whole time, even as she's dying, I'm like, no, she's gonna come back. No, she's gonna come back.
Yeah.
We're being set up, and we weren't set up.
Nope. So she just died.
I was a little unsatisfying for me.
I feel that, yeah. But I was okay enough with the gay to be like, all right.
And I'm like, I fucking called it, but I don't know if I'm happy about that anymore.
I know. And it was I liked the setup that they did where the bunny had nothing to do with it. She just really loved her stuffed bunny.
Yeah, and I was gonna say it was funny how the bunny had nothing to do with it, and you were totally right. And it's nice. I guess this episode was an episode of reveals that weren't exactly shocking,
but we're like, all right, that's where I thought it was gonna go, or that's not where I thought it was gonna go.
The story's still moving forward, and
there's
still momentum,
but some of it's starting to wrap up.
Some of it is starting to wrap up, especially as the
Cranberry stuff, which we'll get to at the end.
That we'll get there. We'll get there because I have a lot to say about that.
I actually didn't write any notes about that because I was just paying attention.
Yeah, no. I took so many screenshots.
Yeah. Me too.
Swim Swim murdered Alice.
Yep.
And then they decided. No, wait, are we jumping to Cranberry And then
I think we should.
Happens?
I think we should talk about
the
fight first.
Okay.
And then we'll jump back to Cranberry's full scene with Favu.
Okay. So Swim, Tama, and the last angel.
Whatever. She gets a flashback, which is nice.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck. So.
I think it was nice because we had never seen them before, really. So it was kind of nice to get some characterization.
It was nice. So if you follow me on Twitter, you must have seen a tweet that I had maybe a week back from the day this video goes up, where I was like, "Oh yeah, that's nice. I don't give a fuck. I hope they burn in hell because that angel dies."
Yeah. Yep.
So
and she dies in the most undramatic way, and it's fantastic.
It's delightful, but we'll get there. So Swim, Angel, and Tama go off to Turtle killed Cranberry. Stupidly so.
Because they're like, yeah, she's easy. She's never around. So
yeah, she's never around.
She must be a weakling.
They do a terrible setup, and they start using like the medicine, but it doesn't. I mean, it does passive things like speed and like I guess Swim did something, but I don't
understand what she did. I assume it's going to come back in
the fight is not technically over, so
yeah. So this is just the beginning of the setup.
Yeah. So we discover or we see Cranberry's powers in application because I was like, what's the big deal with sound? Sound is really good.
Sound is really important. She can hear the heartbeats and she can hear Tama's breathing and steps.
My plus for this episode is the sound design in this anime is so good. And it wasn't then. You know what got me? The umbrellas.
Oh,
when it was raining.
Yeah.
The sound of the rain falling on the umbrellas, that was really good.
Yeah, I really liked the music in this episode, too. It was really good.
Yeah, the music and the sound design has been stellar in this entire series. Yeah. And when you start listening to, like, Tama struggling, and Tama gets it hard. She's not dead, by the way, but she just gets, like...
She gets a rock to the arm, and she's, like, bleeding all
crying.
Over.
But Cranberry, of course, is like, oh, she's running away very quickly, and then it's like, where's the other one?
I don't hear the sound of wings anymore.
No, yeah, she's like, and she starts following the heartbeat, and then Cranberry's just like, do. Oh, there's a rock over there. Punch! And
stick, and then throw the rock down.
And then the
turns into the angel, and then turns into the girl.
This is exactly what I wanted.
It's so satisfying.
It's an unglorified, like, and we were talking about this on the side, and excuse the use of language, but she died like a bitch.
Yeah, she lived like a bitch, and she died like a bitch.
It was so good. It was delightful, and I was talking on Twitter. I'm like, I've never been so delighted to see a character bite it. And I'm like, and then the anime is like, oh, look, it's sad. Isn't it sad that she's dead?
It didn't even try to do that.
I mean, earlier on with the flashback.
Yeah, but...
It's like, isn't it sad that the angels...
And I'm like... the other angel died. Yeah. They were like, oh, she's sad because her sister died. And I'm like, that's sad, no, but...
I'm like, no. I'm glad she died, and I hope she burns in hell.
But they didn't glorify... They didn't glorify her death, which I liked,
too. No.
Like, she died, like, pitifully.
And I was telling Kitty that, like, this here is a staple of the Quentin Tarantino style of movies, where it's like, you can't shoot me, I own this town, you can't, and it just pulls out a gun, shoots the bad guy, dead.
Yeah.
Falls down. That's, like, the sort of, like, harsh reality of, like, deaths are not like this, like, oh, I'm gonna die in slow motion. Also, HGA took a long time to die of blood loss, but you know what? That's fine.
It's fine.
But it's like, oh, no, she's just dead on the ground.
Yep.
I freaking love that. I freaking love that. That was so good. Also, my note was like, lol, easy kills.
Right? Like, Cranberry's like, lol, that was pitiful.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
So then, Swim and Tama find the body, and they're like, Swim has a plan.
I don't think it's gonna work.
I wonder.
Because she literally said it. She said the plan. And I'm like, Cranberry hurt you, you stupid idiot. She just hurt you.
Maybe she knew that Cranberry hurt her and is trying to hurt her, and she's trying to set her up for something
But she doesn't know the powers, though. Because Cranberry hasn't been around at all.
That's true.
So how many... We have Snow White.
Yes.
Swim, Tama.
Cranberry, Ripple. That's it.
It's funny because I have... Oh, so Ripple was in this for like 2 seconds.
She was very sad.
Yeah. We're supposed to come down to 4 girls. It doesn't actually fucking matter. Because I fucking know it.
Yeah, because especially with the Cranberry stuff, which we'll talk about
But
next.
like, I don't see a world in which just Tama dies.
No.
I feel it's Tama and Swim that both have to die. I mean, this is
like Swim will die.
This is gonna come down to 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 1.
Yeah.
Because there is no way we're escalating, and then they still won't be like, well, down from 4. Yeah, no, you know what?
Just 1.
The magical energy is really tight this year. Oh, the bill just keeps going up, you guys. You know what? Let's just do 2 magical girls. Go.
Or 1.
Drops a knife in between them. Go.
No, you know what? It won't be 1 because Cranberry.
Well, down to 2, I guess.
Yeah, because it wouldn't stay at 1 unless Cranberry had to.
Do you think Cranberry would force Snow White and Ripple to kill each other?
Probably.
Oh, that's probably escalation. This hood's gonna end.
Yeah.
She kills Tama and Swim in the next episode, and then we have that's half of the episode.
Yeah.
The rest of the half is the here is the reality now. This is what you've been doing all along. One of you has to die. Go.
Yeah.
And then probably they fight Cranberry in the last episode.
Yeah.
If this goes 12. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And the good thing about this, and I don't want anybody in the comments to be like, wow, Max, I can't believe you guessed it right. When you keep shooting, you will eventually hit something.
Right.
This is like the whole reason why, like, what's the name of the analysts? That's why like analysts are like right sometimes, because if you guess all the time, you will hit something eventually. Yep. It's a shotgun approach.
Yeah. Bullet spray.
With that being said, let's talk about Cranberry and Favo talking.
And the big reveal.
And
that Max was also right on this.
What part was I right on?
The whole Cranberry and Fav thing.
Cranberry being the boss?
Magical Girl Raising Project.
Oh yeah, the Magical Girl Racing Project, yeah. I thought it was we were racing the girls that the real girls have to fight. No, we're actually getting the most powerful magical girl.
Yeah.
For the other world.
For the magical society or something.
Or the magical, or the world of magic.
Yeah. So basically, Harry Potter exists in this world.
I love that, like, even Fav is like, because he was joking about, like, wow, you will lower it down to 4 over the excuse of the magical items.
Right.
Like, and I'm like, even Fav is like, lol, you think they're gonna buy that?
And Cranberry's like, it doesn't fucking matter, everyone's dead.
Yeah, it doesn't, they're already dead, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm just laughing at my lot of like, lol, fuck you, I don't care about the angels. Laughing face.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking shit. I have to be completely honest and partially admit that the reveal is almost like a non-reveal.
Yeah.
Because like
they just talk about super cash.
But you haven't. Yeah. No, did you say super casual?
Cash.
No, I know that's adorable. I love it.
Super cash.
But like, and maybe this is the sort of thing where like if you weren't, that sounds big-headed. But if you hadn't been guessing like we have, you wouldn't have seen it coming. But I'm like, you haven't told me anything that I haven't already assumed.
Yeah, or tried to figure out.
But
it's just kind of confirmed everything.
Okay. There's one thing that I did like, and the fact that Cranberry is not doing what she was told to do. She is BSing it. Because even Fav is like, I'll file a fake report. Yeah. Also like a fake report, and the
world of magic.
Yeah, the world of magic.
Interacting with the human society.
They're doing exams, and even Cranberry is like, the instant we started lying to these girls, all bets were off.
Yeah.
And it's getting me to this point where like, is Cranberry doing the wrong thing or the right thing?
Right, like...
Is she doing it for the right reasons? Because I must assume now, she is from the world of magic.
Yes.
She has to be. Because she's not from this world.
She, like, ascended to, like, magical girl status or something.
And also, she lives in a fucking shack in the middle of the woods. I must assume she is from the world of magic.
You're a wizard, Cranberry.
And... that's so good. I must assume, how fucked up are things in the world of magic, where they have to go to the other worlds to get magical girls, and to the extent in which Cranberry is like, we need the best magical girl. Fuck it. I want you to kill each other. And she's like, isn't it more effective though if we get the strong ones to kill the weak ones? And that she makes a good point in a utilitarian universe, but we must wonder though.
But she also does make a point that it's like, they were cooperating with the human world at some point, but now they have to fake it because we're having the girls kill each other to make the best magical girl. So at one point, it seems like they were cooperating with humans somehow, but now it's moved past that because of some reason or another. Yeah.
Or just maybe like thousands of years ago, humans believed in magic, and now they don't anymore.
Something like that.
This feels, if I must do the book thing, this feels like the setup for the second book, where whoever wins goes on to the magical world and has to help them fight their troubles. But it's the sort of thing where, and underlined here in my notes, why? Why do it this way? Because if you can do something by following the rules and the law, why would you not do that? Why is
it has to be like more beneficial in some
way. So, and I guess I can't imagine any other way. I feel like Cranberry, things must be really fucked up in the magical world, which would explain the monsters and the opening of the show. Because if in the first episode, they're fighting monsters and there's magical girls that everywhere.
Yeah.
Can we assume then that's the magical world?
Right. That makes sense.
That's the world of magic.
And
Cranberry,
they're fucked.
And Cranberry was like the lone survivor of that army of magical girls, and she's like, no, we need someone who's actually fucking good.
We need stronger magical girls. All these magical girls they've been sending me are shit. So I need to train up, raise the best ones that I can.
I think that makes sense, but I also feel that it is inherently flawed because these girls weren't fighting because they cared about your war or they care about you. Like, they only care about themselves, and I feel like that's
each other.
Yeah, that's kind of like the I don't know if I want to say like the shark sort of thing where like sharks devour each other in the womb.
Oh,
and it's like yeah, I mean you made a really strong magical girl. Why the fuck would she care about you?
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're like, well, we'll kill you otherwise, and then she's like, well
you've killed everyone else I loved.
Kill me? I mean, like you need me more than I need you. So what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
exactly. Like I feel like this is a flawed logic.
This doesn't foster
team
trust.
building.
You know, this is actually not a really good team building exercise.
No, it's not.
You know what, Kitty? Instead of you like falling and me catching you, I'm gonna put this gun down and you're not gonna shoot me with it.
Right, and you won't shoot me either.
Yeah. Oh no. I can't wait for you and I to play Virtue's Last Reward because that's a game mechanic.
Oh god.
No, there's a button and one of them will kill the other person and the other one won't, and you have to trust that the other person won't click the button. That's a mechanic, and you do that several times in the game.
Whew.
It's called the Prisoner's Dilemma for those of you who are googling philosophy right now.
Yeah.
I can't wait. That's so much freaking fun. Kitty, don't press the max dice button, okay?
Don't take the money.
Because if we both press it, then we both die. So, you know... Just
don't take the money.
No.
Don't take the money.
Fucking Blake doesn't press anything.
No.
If you want to know what we're referencing, you should watch our Jackbox Party Pack series.
Yeesh.
Anyhow, Trivia Murder Party. That game is fun. We should do some more of that.
Yeah.
Kitty,
Oh.
episode 10. How do you feel about what's going on? Tell me.
It was a bit of a low point, but I feel like it's just starting to like ramp up again. I'm also like I'm at the point where I'm like I have no idea what's gonna happen. I have vague theories, but
okay. If I must show you what I'm imagining, imagining like a little card for episode 11, a little card for episode 12. They're both blank. I don't know what's gonna happen in those two. I feel like I know what's gonna happen at the start of season 2.
If we get a season 2,
you're right. It's the sort of thing where like I know what's gonna happen next week. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, but we're gonna get there either way.
Right.
And I feel like the magical world is a huge setup, and if it doesn't go anywhere, I feel like it would be kind of like the Cube thing.
Yeah.
Whereas like there's a whole thing.
We're not gonna touch it.
Let's not talk about it.
Yeah. That would be cool for a movie, though.
It would definitely be cool for a follow-up movie or OVA, like you said. So far, I think that if we do the math, if we follow the game, one more girl has to die. But I don't see
her stopping at that.
Like, do you think Cranberry is gonna be like, you know what? You're smart. I'm gonna keep you, right?
Tama.
Kill Tama and I'll let you stay, and maybe she'll champion Swim. That's the only way that I see things working out. Because if we're down to 4 girls, but then she'll change the rules again.
Exactly.
It's almost
Cranberry don't give a shit.
It's almost like a Danganronpa thing where I'm like, the rules are fucking made up and the points don't matter.
Yep. Or who's line.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was halfway there, but then I just went full who's line.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't think Hardgore Alice was gonna die. This soon.
I didn't want to believe it because, and someone in the comments said this gloriously, and it's true. We're coming to that point now where if a character gets their backstory at the beginning, we know they're gonna die.
Except Ripple.
And I was hoping that maybe we were gonna play with it, because that's the thing that I love the most in writing and in stories is when they
set up something and then they go through with it a few times, but then they change it.
Exactly. Like they
subvert
your expectations.
Yeah.
And that's just so good.
Oh, my phone.
But
no.
Either way, I think so far this series has been really enjoyable.
It's been amazing.
I think this has been a wonderful journey, and I can't wait to see where it goes.
Yeah. Not too much longer.
I mean, unless it goes 13, but wouldn't it be hilarious to like? I don't know. I don't think there's no. It either goes 13 or it has to go into a second season. There's no way it's gonna go 14 then all the way to 25.
Yeah.
Like the way things have escalated. Like, I feel like we may get a second season. I would like to, because this has been really good, and you know, I don't know the numbers, but I would like to believe maybe it's doing well, because it's very well written.
It's not doing as well as I would hope, but
Iseta's doing well, which is criminal, because Iseta's freaking garbage.
Although it's gay.
It's not gay. Screw you. Anyone who tells you that is freaking lying to you.
I mean, you haven't seen the newest episodes, so how can you say
I want you to watch those first 3 episodes.
I will at some point.
No, because when I made it to episode 3 of Visera, I was as tired as episode 19 of Attack on Titan. I was so burnt out on the stupidity.
Yeah.
She gives a speech in Morse code, Kitty. That's nonsensical. That's nonsensical.
That's too much Morse code.
Also, I want you to watch the closing of Visera. The first time when it's just the 2 girls being gay, and then the second time when it's the full closing, and it's a bunch of guys. And I'm just like, oh, you literally just cut all the guys out of the opening for the first one.
Oh boy.
Just because Yuri is actually canon gay, don't pretend that Iseta is canon gay.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
And unlike a Magical Girl Raising Project, which is actually also canon gay.
Yeah, and we had a magical trans person.
Yeah.
That was freaking amazing, and I never thought it would happen.
Right? This anime season has actually surprisingly blessed us.
Yeah, it's kind of been rather surprising.
We'll get to Yuri on Ice. Because now I know it's canon gay, so I have to watch it.
And, I mean, we'll watch it. We'll get there. And for the person who was are you quoting Yuri on Ice? The answer is no. I don't know anything.
The only YOI I know is Yo on Ice.
Yo!
Yo, Zodo!
Well, with that Love Live out of the way, we want to thank you for watching. Thank you for tagging along. If you saw this episode, let us know what you thought about it in the comments down below. The episode of the anime and our reaction. We want to know what you think. We reply to every comment that you send. It's kind of the thing that we do with this channel. I can't wait for the next episode of the Anime Book Club.
Yeah. Meet again next week.
You know the usual. Videos on the screen right now. Subscribe if you haven't already. And Kitty, sign us off.
Keikaku, we are planning to raise these magical girls. Away! This is really bad.
The magical girls are coming along really well this year.
Ooh,
you've been watering them.
Watering and fertilizing them.
I can't wait for the magical girl expansion for Stardew Valley.
My favorite.
My addiction's gonna get really bad again.
Me too. That was terrible.